Hey everybody, welcome back. Hello, Mr. White, you in here? What is the significance of the bathtubs? Like, they're always using, like, bathtubs to make the molded. Don't like the noise I just heard. Sent Friday, January 16th, 2015, 12:42 a.m. Thanks to you guys. It's been about a week since my head's been clear and back to normal, and she still thinks she's got me. You guys really need to work on fixing that. Not only does she look like a little kid, but she's about as stupid as one too. I'm assuming they're talking about Evelyn. Mom and Dad are still totally under though. I was wondering, is the whole family obsession something you guys programmed to? It's kind of fucked up. Sent Friday, November 4th, 2015, 2:10 a.m. That bitch Mia is still somewhere in between Evie La La Land and reality. She gets pretty violent, so I locked her up in a cell. I thought maybe Evelyn would get mad since Mia is her favorite and all, but she doesn't seem to care. She actually goes and visits her sometimes. She thinks Mia is her mommy. Like I said, your bioweapon is fucked up. Sent Friday, September 1st, 2016. 1:10 a.m. Evelyn's family obsession is getting out of hand. She's making everyone kidnap more and more assholes off the street to add to her freak show of a family. Maybe she's getting tired of me and not coming around. But it's a pain in the ass for me because I gotta clean up the mess whenever someone new comes along. By the way, Evie's looking sick or something. Her skin is getting all wrinkly and she's getting gray hairs. Is that supposed to happen? It's almost like she's getting old all of a sudden. Oh shit, Grandma is Evie, not the little girl. Oh shit, putting two and two together is fun. We're gonna have to kill Grandma. Oh, is fucking Nemesis gonna jump out at me? Listen, I don't know much about the Resi 7 or the Res Evils gamers, but I know what a Nemesis is. This report details symptoms that appear when the bacterium, asterisk, that grows inside the E-Series infects a human. Be sure to read this document thoroughly before dealing with E-Series weaponized assets, hereafter referred to as a mold. Initial infection. The mold ingests nutrients from the subject's body to propagate itself and slowly takes over cells within the body. As a side effect of this infected subject gains remarkable regenerative abilities. During experiments, removed arms and legs from test subjects, found they were able to coapt the amputated limbs in a matter of minutes. Mid-stage infection. Once the mold reaches the brain, the subject's thoughts become in tune with those of the E-Series asset. The subject starts to hear things and experience hallucinations, and soon comes under complete control of the E-Series asset. And if this state continues, the host will lose all sense of ego. Complete infection. After every cell in the body has been taken over by the mold, the subject begins to lose their human form. Physical mutations differ from case to case, but all results in him or her acquiring incredible physical strength. Containing a subject at this stage would be extremely difficult. I'm assuming that's what we're about to fucking deal with. So that explains everything that the Bakers had. 10 minutes after dose, death. Necrotoxin E-Series dosage test. 5 minutes after dose, vomiting. 12 minutes after dose, cell calcification. We have jumped out of like sci-fi horror shit into like real world science here. To some extent. Yep. My fancy wristwatch says I'm allowed. E-Neurotoxin destroys cells of any subject based on E-Series bioweapon model. Use only to dispose of E-Series assets. The toxin must first be stimulated before use. Do this by placing a sample of the E-Series' cells into the neurotoxin chamber. Well, we've done got that shit right here. Who set this up? Yo, Mr. White. Science, bitch. Yay! We gonna go inject Grandma. Oh God. So, 7 pages. You kidding me? All right, reading time. This project was instigated in 2000 as one of several concepts for the company's Next Generation Experimental Battlefield Superiority Initiative, working with the technical assistance of HCF to develop a bioweapon for neutralizing combatants en masse with minimal direct contact. NextBAS, great acronym, guys, was later folded and all its assets diverted into this project, probably because the acronym was too good. What makes this project markedly different from conventional weapons is its ability to turn enemy combatants into allies, converting hostile elements into willing servants, i.e. mold, I'm assuming. Since this effectively... What is the blinking in the background above the... Okay, it's distracting me. This effectively eliminates the cost of not only POW handling, but also the combat itself. It's no wonder we had the and the even organization chomping at the bit to get on board. The project would never have existed were it not for the discovery of the remarkably progressed vicariant evolution of fungus that we commonly term the mutamycete. Okay? The fabrication method for each bioweapon was to introduce the mutamycete genome to pre-stage 4 human embryo and perform cultivation in the controlled environment over the period of 38 to 40 weeks. So you're infecting fetuses? Is that what I'm getting at here? The resultant organisms were referred to as candidate specimens and graded based on usability from the impractical and faulty. Series A through D to the perfected E series, a common appearance was selected for the bioweapons, that of a roughly 10-year-old girl, to ensure ease of blending in with urban refugee populations. The first E-series specimen, named Evelyn, was proven capable of secreting the mutamycin from her tissue at will. It's also note that Evelyn's mutamycin imposes a profound control over body and mind when introduced into a host organism. We still have a lot to learn about the mechanism by which Evelyn achieves and maintains this control, but the working theory is that the vector is similar to the auto-inducer pheromones used for quorum sensing in Pseudomonas bacteria. Fancy words. Evelyn's control is exerted in a series of discrete stages, the first of which is hallucinations. That's what Mia had. That's also kind of what Ethan has. Also, immediately after infection, the subject begins to see images of Evelyn, though she is not in fact there, and even hear her voice, which is inaudible to anyone else. We're stage 1 right now. Ethan is, in fact, stage 1. We heard her voice in the upstairs attic area of the old house. Auditions with infected subjects throughout the stages of infection reveal that at first the phantom Evelyn appears to be a normal young girl, sometimes desiring companionship or assistance. As time progresses, she begins making more and more extreme demands, including self-mutilation and attacks on other people. Sounds like a fun little girl. The psychological shock that induces helps break down the mind's natural barriers to Evelyn's brainwash effect, and by the time mental control is achieved, the mutamycin infection has progressed through the body cells, so the body... Well, okay, so she's like... She's kind of like... that weird fungus in, like, certain jungles that the Pokemon Parasect and Paris are based off of. That's really fucked up shit. It's like zombie fungus. Really weird. Evelyn's functions also include the ability to form organisms from mycelia, the fungal filaments. Fungus, as I just said. The term organism is used loosely here. Strictly speaking, there are superorganisms formed of countless mycelia. What's important, though, is that they exhibit a strong survival instinct and will defend themselves ferociously with the slightest provocation. Their fungal toughness and remarkable strength give them significant battlefield potential. Typical government, looking for the battlefield. Never... Man, these things seem terrible, like a terrible idea. The researchers have been calling these superorganisms the molded, made of mold, and also molded in, as in shaped. The name has a certain elegance to it. No, it doesn't. Molded is a terrible name, but it works for these enemies. For the treatment of accidental infections, performing on samples of Evelyn's body tissue produces a unique fungicidal serum. That's, I'm assuming, what we just made. Administering the serum to an infected subject will cause the mycelia to calcify, but if the subject's cells are already largely invaded, the serum will be fatal. Since the treatment window is so small, the serum's primary use is therefore disposal of infected subjects rather than a cure. Obviously, kill them, because you really can't cure them. In exploring the serum's potential, we found that subjecting it to the would enhance its effects to extreme potency, becoming a compound we now call E-Neurotoxin, which, in even tiny amounts. What's been interesting to observe in Evelyn's behavior is her obsession with the concept of family. In experiments, we found on multiple occasions that infected subjects were compelled to act as her mother or father, treating her as if she were really their daughter. Why did she settle upon family as the theme for her mental control? This is just speculation, but it could be that she instinctively understands that a family unit is better suited to blending into social groups than a lone girl. On the other hand, well, a sentimental sort might suggest that she's making up for a perceived lack of love in her quarantine upbringing. A parent's love. Yeah, it still doesn't help that she is crazily infecting whoever she can. But we have learned so much in this one area. Like in the other room. Oh, okay. Yeah, just take a tumble there, Scarlet. That room we found, I'm assuming, Zoe's findings on this. And in here, just what Evelyn actually is. That's a lot to process. I think that's going to be a good place to stop for now. So I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, super kick that like button. Check out my channel for more videos that I've done. If you like what you see, subscribe. And until next time, goodbye.